And I seek to take note of answers given to all coalition questions by the government. And what answers they were indeed today. I don't think I've ever seen the government ministers, certainly not in the last few weeks, look so profoundly uncomfortable as they did responding to questions from the coalition about this issue that clearly is one that they do not want to talk about, because the inconsistencies in the answers that have been given, both in this chamber, by the Prime Minister, by Minister Gallagher and now by New South Wales Police, is stark. It was absolutely extraordinary to hear that the New South Wales Police are now saying that they are working with the federal government, working with federal agencies to bring home these ISIS associates from Syria. Now that is a concern, that their security agencies are gearing up to bring home ISIS associates from Syria. Now, can I just remind those of you in the chamber too exactly who these people are? Because we're not talking about refugees, we're not talking about people that have been taken hostage, we're not talking about people that have been dragged kicking and screaming by a terrorist organisation. These are people who have voluntarily, willingly, with enthusiasm, gone to join a terrorist organisation overseas to fight against our interests. Now, this is an organisation that we have listed as a terrorist organisation, but has been done entirely intentionally. And let me remind you of just some of the awful atrocities that have been committed by ISIS. They include things like the 2015 Paris terror attacks, the 2016 bombing in Brussels, the truck in Nice running over innocent pedestrians as they went about their business in 2016, the Crocus City Hall attack in Russia in 2024. ISIS is an organisation, a very well-funded, well-organised organisation that has committed genocides of Yazidis, of Shia Muslims, of Christians. They have publicly distributed videos of beheadings of soldiers, of journalists, of aid workers. They've destroyed cultural sites. They've brought down a Russian passenger jet. This is one organisation, and these Australian citizens have gone over to join them in their fight. They've actively gone to join them. And now we hear that security agencies are gearing up to bring them home. Now, the government has said that they have nothing to do with this. Well, that is a nonsense. That is an absolute nonsense. And you could see Minister Watt squirming in his seat today. He would not answer the question as to whether this government has enabled the security agencies to provide travel documents, to provide birth certificates to the children of these Australian citizens that have gone to join a terrorist organisation of their own volition. Where are these people going to be resettled? Are they going to be next to your house? Are they going to be next to your kids' houses, your parents' houses? Where are they going to be? How can we be assured that they won't continue radicalising others? Because let's remember that ASIO have told us that the terror threat has moved up just in the last 12 months alone, from possible to probable. Now, that should be of concern to all of us, that we are now bringing people back into this country who have been radicalised, whose families have been embedded in this terrorist organisation, sometimes for years, but would now rather like to come home. Do you want to risk that for your families? I don't want to risk it for mine. And yet this is a government now that is not just enabling it, but is hiding the truth from all of us, because we've got very inconsistent answers. The New South Wales Police say one thing, the Prime Minister says another, Senator Gallagher says another. We heard evidence last night that was to the contrary to all of it. I mean, this is extraordinary. What a cover-up. What a cover-up. Can I remind you that there was a terrorist attack in New Orleans just over New Year's? A man drove a truck into a crowd, and then he got out of that truck and he killed policemen, shot them down. shot down innocent bystanders. There were 14 people dead. He was radicalised by ISIS. These are the people that you are inviting back to our country. These are the people you are enabling.
Senator Hume, your time has